because we're going to do it. We're going to be back. Hey! We're back! We're here. My God, it has been a few weeks. We're back in the garage dungeon. It has been chaos the last couple of weeks. So good to be back. Good to see you. Let me know if it's coming all through nice and smooth and crispy. I've got YouTube throwing errors at me, so it's been par for the course with all the technical stuff. We were meant to stream yesterday, but things had forgotten everything. All my settings, all everything was a mess. So no, but now we've got something all organized and together. So we're back. It's been I've been out for a little bit. I was working on stuff, and then last week I had a little bit of a break, which was nice to kind of get some air, get some mountain air and stuff. So now we're back into the swing of things. Now we're back and painting and stuff. I am running way behind on a lot of things, on a lot of my plans, my grand plans, with all the alien stuff I've been working on. I'm still working on it just because I want to run some of these games and stuff. But the original plan. Oh, I can see my camera's not working as well. So that's great. That's awesome. We're gonna fix it now. Maybe we'll fix it now, just before anyone comes in and sees the shambles. I don't know why it's not working. There we go. It's plugged in. I don't know. I'm gonna try resetting this camera. See how it is. We've got small Seb. I don't know. see how this works. But yeah, audio is good so far. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. Welcome to the chat. We got Yushipo. We got Mike M. Good seeing you. I'm gonna fix that camera in a sec. But yeah, we got stuff to paint. I was gonna show it on that camera. So let's fix that real quick. Oh man, this rain is picking up. I checked all of this before we went live, and naturally, now it doesn't work. So perfectly, it's all going to plan. It's all going to plan. We're gonna lose audio for a sec. Okay, hopefully that's all right. We got it back. All right, that's better. Oh, yeah, I'm working a whole bunch of alien stuff at the moment, just kind of in the spirit of things with the Alien Romulus that's come out. I haven't seen it yet. I'm hoping to see it soon. But I like some behind the scenes stuff I've been seeing popping up on my feed of all the little like practical effects and puppetry and stuff. Even if the movie itself is kind of like, mid and stuff, I appreciate all the like practical effects and stuff. So I'm gonna, at least coming in from that perspective, I'm gonna love it. So we'll see how it is when we get there. But at the moment I am working on some alien stuff. So you can see I've got some of the Gale Force 9 miniatures here. I've got some of the ones for the Aliens movie. Something I'm noticing about these ones is, if you remember from like a couple of weeks ago stream, I was like, oh man, the scale of these is a lot smaller than your regular 28 millimeter ones. So I originally printed out Her Majesty here. This is, this I'm getting a closer shot. Yeah, definitely. This is a model from Papsicles, so 3D printed. And I was like, yeah, this is looking rad. All the details come out really nice. And then I started assembling some of the Gale Force 9 miniatures, and I was like, oh man, this loader, this baby, like the scale is a bit off here. Because I remember in the movie, it was kind of almost same because for the fight and everything. So, but I'm still gonna paint this one. I do like the scale it is, and if I'm gonna have some shots, I'm probably gonna have like the larger scale is going to be good for some kinds of close-ups and stuff, but I did end up printing another one as well, so I've got a smaller one. So I think how much? So we've got a little baby queen. So we've got, I don't remember how much it's almost 50% there, but I think it was 70%. Oh, the hands are a little bit different on this. I must have posed it a little bit differently, but yeah. So now I've got a smaller one, so that is going to be for these kind of like battle, kind of like fighting shots I might have. The only problem is when I printed this one, I noticed that some of the spikes on the back, because they're quite thin on this guy, must have been when I scaled it down. I must have lost them and stuff when I was cleaning up those supports. Not too much of a bummer. I think I could still make it work, but yeah. So I'm gonna paint these up tonight. I'm gonna at least paint up the queens. I think I've got my airbrush over here set up, ready to go. I've tried hooking up all the extractor tonight, so hopefully I shouldn't need to use any kind of like mask or anything. So I guess the only thing is if we'll have some fan noise from that, but we've got a whole bunch of rain happening as well, so not the most soundproofed situation here. How do you approach painting an all-black Mini? I'm going to paint these probably in a similar way to some of the aliens I did a few weeks ago. I'll see if I can grab a couple. They were at the back here. It's all over me. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, I've got a couple of these aliens that I did last time, but I think what I'm gonna do is so what I learned from these ones. So these were primed all gray, kind of like this one, and then I used some what was it? It was like Black Legion contrast paint, but I thinned it out a bit with some of the technical stuff. What is it? It's like the medium. So thinned it out a bit, and it gets a nice kind of gloss finish. But what I'm going to do first, so I'm probably going to do a pretty thin kind of wash of that kind of stuff. I think my plan is I'm going to kind of zenithal it a little bit with the airbrush, and then start putting on that kind of stuff. So I might try building up kind of like an under layer of white. Like I'm going to do like a highlight, and then I'll probably do some like purples and blues as kind of like my underness colors, and then yeah, put like a wash or like that technical wash of like the contrast black and stuff, and see how that turns out. I do have a bunch of all the like Gale Force 9 miniatures here too. Man, I tell you what, Seb love assembling sprue minis, that's for sure. Especially when they're like tiny little head guys. What we got here? We got, I don't remember which one this is. This kind of looks like Hicks. He's got the shotgun. But yeah, I'm gonna be probably painting all of these guys pretty simply. But man, yeah, these guys are tiny. But they've got some really nice cinematic style models, which is cool. Like this one with Newt and stuff. Although that leg on the kid, it's a little bit unnatural. I kind of would have bent that leg a bit more on the pose. It still look alright. I need to paint an adult white dragon. I don't really know how to approach it even after watching some tutorials. You know what? I'm definitely guilty myself. I've got a white dragon here. Has been staring me in the face for like the last year or so. We finished the campaign with this, and I didn't even paint it. So it's like, I think it worked out all right in the end. But I think if I was gonna paint it, I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird thing. Like I probably would have done a lot of my saturated colors first, and then try to thin it out with some like whites and stuff over the top. I don't know. Yeah, I probably would go off like the Pathfinder art and stuff, where it's got like some purples and stuff mixed in with that white. But it's a tough one to paint. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. All right, let's get stuck into it. I'm gonna crack open the airbrush here. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put all this aside. We got what we got here. Got them in. Let's stick with the queens for now. I might zenithal that loader as well. The exact same one. Hey, look, it worked. Hey, you can see on the back, I can put like a little hook on there because I was suspending him because we had this whole like bridge battle where he was swooping in and actually got in the mail a whole bunch of these guys. It was like a steal. It was a steal deal on Amazon. What do we got? We got this came in the mail today. There's a whole bunch of these little, what are they called? Like your badge reel kind of things. So I like these because they've got like that retractable kind of thing. So I could set it at different heights. Oh, this one's a little bit different. Because I had one before where it kind of clicked as it was going. So it's a good thing I've got 50 of these. I'm still going to make use of them, but I like to use them for like the flight stand stuff. Is it going to work? But I like the thin nylon kind of cable there, which is good. Can I hang them there? Yeah. You can hang them. Oh, work on that. Dafford in the chat. Good to have you, buddy. Yeah, we're just mucking around. We're gonna paint some aliens tonight. Oh man. At least it was a bargain on these. I kind of wish it was the clicky ones though. Maybe I can put like some little catcher there to make it step for like different heights or something, because I've got other ones that work a little better. It goes and stops at different heights. But yeah, well, I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna try it. I like the thin kind of black nylon kind of string on there. That's because it's quite invisible. But yeah, we're gonna paint these guys. What are we gonna need? We're gonna need some paint, Seb. We're gonna need paint. I'm gonna have a little cat. Here we go. I got that out of the way. All right. Campaign terrain. Good to see you, buddy. I'm gonna paint some of these queenies. What do we got? Is there anything in here? Oh. There's some kind of paint in here. I'm gonna wash that out, I think. And taste it. I don't know how old that is. Maybe I was using it before. It looks a little, maybe this is from like last time when we were airbrushing some stuff. Oh, very organized tonight, as you can tell. Oh, this looks alright. I think this is just a mix of some primer. I'm probably going to thin it out a bit. But yeah, this is kind of what I'm going to use for zenithaling on these queens first. And then I'll probably just use some inks. That's the plan. Anyway. Thin. We're gonna have plenty here. We're gonna have way too much. Looks like the perfect paint for the dragon. Oh, you gotta watch it. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna move these aside just a little bit there while we're mixing. Alright. Let's see what we got here. It's a little dark in there, but See how that one is. Good? Is that good or is it bad? I don't know. I think that's good. Alright, we'll start with that. We're trying a big one. Yeah. Let's get a little bit of this. I'm sorry if it's going to get a little bit noisy in here. Might have to speak up. Speak up a bit. Oh, sorry, just working the camera here. Oh, I can I can go a little bit less, a little bit more. Okay, that's probably gonna work. I would need to invest in a better compressor for my airbrush. I cheaped out and bought one of those USB chargeable ones. Not a good investment. You know what? I started with a cheap one too, and it was great at the start because it was like, all right, I'll get a feel for like paint consistency and that kind of stuff. But it wasn't until so then you could I could try a whole bunch of stuff and not be too scared when things went bad. So eventually, when I upgraded to which one did I get here? I got an Iwata one here. I think it's an Eclipse. Yeah, Iwata Eclipse. This has been good. This has been my workhorse. Which has been good. There's a bit of a shine here. And I've been using it everything for terrain, minis. I do have to experiment a little bit with air pressure, that kind of thing. I can't even tell because it's gray, and then bring it over here. It's wet. Yeah, maybe I should have gone a little bit darker underneath, but that's actually working pretty well now. Well, the extraction chamber here is working really well. It's probably just super loud for you guys. What airbrush am I using? We're using an Iwata Eclipse and a little compressor unit I got from Bunnings. Just gonna build up on top of this guy. Don't fall down. The balance on this guy is actually not too bad. I was wondering how I was going to go with basing. It's a bit rubbish on the little guy though. Let's see if we try and balance. Oh, you can see the difference. Yeah, this one's definitely grayer. Maybe I can go lower on the exposure there. Balancer a bit though. That's the problem. I might have to put a little bit of putty underneath her or something. what do we got? There's a putty somewhere. There we go. Got it. Let it dry a bit. It's pretty dry already. That's not bad. I'll do I'll do the other one too. There we go. Now she's stable. Man, it's really making it's a bit tough to tell from that camera, but it's starting to see some of that details come out. We'll switch it to the overhead. Oh, it's drying pretty quickly actually. This is like, what am I using here? I've got a mix of some Pro Acryl and some thinner, just some regular thinner. See how it looks under the camera. Oh, it's so quiet in here. Turned off. How's that looking? Yeah. Subtle. Alright, I'm gonna get some purple and blue on this thing now. This one. So yeah, it's a little harder to get into some of the details on this one, but I figure if we're gonna go pretty bright on a lot of these colors, which is I'm hoping that the black contrast stuff is gonna tie it all together. When in doubt, wash it out. We got, should just make the investment. There's a bit of entry fee for airbrushing. It's definitely, it definitely gets a bit scarier if you start with like a whole bunch of expensive equipment. But yeah, I think definitely you've done the right thing of like starting with like the cheaper stuff, so then you start to appreciate some of the better stuff. At least that's kind of what I think. It's been, at least that's been kind of my road for learning a whole bunch of the airbrushing stuff. I'll put this goddamn water thing. Here we go. Decado, good to have you here. Some people get like really like, oh, you gotta clean it so much and everything. I'm like, eh, you do a little bit of a clean between colors, but I haven't found it too much of a hassle. See, I'm just pushing some water. This is one of my favorite things for cleaning that on out. Just gonna run a bit of cleaner in there. Make sure it doesn't clog. There we go. Yeah, nice. All right. Now, I wanted some blue. Can we go blue? Can we go dark blue? Maybe I can just throw some inks in this guy. Call it a day. We could start changing this one to blue and then turn it into purple. Because there's a lot there. So I'm gonna try and tint this one. I might have to separate some of this out. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to have too much paint. Let's see. Let's see how this is. Yeah, see, that's too light. That's way too light. I'm gonna have to separate some out. Yes, this is what I should have got. Little cups. Lots of little cups. I have none. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna do this? Maybe I'll mix it in the pot. I'll do that. I don't think I'm gonna need that much. Let's see how that is. It's looking good. Yes. We'll see how that is. I'm probably going to try and hit the underside here. Oh, so I'm probably going to have to hold these guys. Get the exposure on this camera right. That one? I feel like that blue is still a little bit light. It's kind of looking metallic. If we go to this guy, getting some nice gradients happening there. But yeah, definitely gonna need something a little bit more richer, I reckon. It's all right. It's a process. You know, we'll work up from light to dark, I guess. We'll see how this is. I'm spending all this time on all this like subtle gradients and stuff, and then I'm gonna just slam black wash on it. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. We'll have something by the end of the tonight. That's looking cool, but yeah, let's see how the big one looks. Yeah, see, we're getting there. Let's start building. I need it darker though. Maybe we start hitting it with our purple. Daffod's saying, now I know that you know I'm biased, but base with upward facing UV LEDs, UV paint on some of the details of the xenomorph would be epic. Base with upward. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. That sounds complicated. And you know, I would love to have the time to try all that kind of stuff out. But some of this stuff is just like, I just need it painted. Throw some red in there. That's gonna darken it up, I reckon. Maybe a little black or something. I just need it a little richer than what it is. I want it more saturated. It's going to saturate these up a bit. I don't know. Some green. Some of this electric green. Maybe. Let's try it out. Too much. That's not bad. Let's see how that is. It's definitely darker, which is good. Yeah, it's still desaturated, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, that's building up. So that is. Right, it's probably going to need some like dry brushing on it eventually, maybe. I reckon that could be. I could be just going into purple a bit now. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Start to put some purple on this guy. What does that mean? Which means we're just going to put a whole bunch of red in this thing now. Rich. That's right. Definitely getting purple. I don't want it to be too dark because I'm going to have that wash coming in. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. This is all a big experiment. We'll see how it turns out. these are gonna. I'm actually getting some nice like tonal stuff happening. Switch to. It's a little hard to tell on that camera, but yeah, here we're getting starting to get some tonal stuff happening. Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping it was going to be kind of like a little bit of like that Beatle kind of stuff. You have a little bit of that undercolor. Falling over. Yeah, drunk queen. Actually looks pretty cool. Although it's still pretty light and stuff. I'm wondering about like the wash and stuff. Too much air pressure for this one. That's the thing I got to experiment with. Oh, I lost my monitor for a sec. There we go. What audio software do you use during your D&D sessions, Seb? I use a lot of. Are you talking about for like music, sound effects, that kind of thing? Like, are you talking like ambience, that kind of thing, like your sirenscapes? I mostly use actually the Stream Deck mostly. So it's that. I'm sure you've seen it in a few videos where you can. I do need to do a more audio specific video about the Stream Deck. That's loud. Which would be good because I use it quite a bit for like ambiences, controlling music. You can put like a randomizer, kind of like special effects, like music, or I mean, like monster sounds and stuff. And I was also experimenting with having like particular types of sound effects and then feeding those in through voice mod, so you could have all different types of like reverb and stuff happening. So you could have like the one sound effect of like a and you could pitch it up and down or in different types of ways for different types of monster sounds. So yeah, that's something to work out with. But yeah, I mostly use the Stream Deck for my audio stuff. That is it for the most part. Have a good day at work, Dafford. Okay, I'm gonna give these guys a little blast of some varnish, if they some varnish, just because I've noticed with some of the inks sometimes it gets a little rubby, like you can rub off some of the stuff. But that's actually looking pretty good. They're looking purpley. So I think we're gonna switch to some of the contrast paints on these guys. Give them a little spray with some varnish first. Maybe I'll use the booth. We'll get it sprayed in here. Where's the varnish, Seb? guys a minute. Give those guys a minute to dry. The one you use, I was curious about the one you use for music, but sounds like you're using multiple ones. I do like to experiment with some of the ones, but yeah, mostly Stream Deck for all my audio needs, just because I can get a bit more kind of finesse control. There is actually like a really one, like a simple one I do like quite a bit. It's called Soft Rope. That has some cool features to it. It's pretty simple. Like it's like you can do some cool things like add reverb to sound effects, and get like a pretty nice layout of some buttons and stuff. That one's, yeah, that's probably one of my more favorite simple ones, because you can put your own kind of like sound effects in there pretty well. Like stuff from like Michael Gelfi or whatever. But yeah, I mostly use the Stream Deck. But I can understand that could be a high price point for some folks to get started. But if I was going to choose like a second thing, yeah, it probably would be something like Soft Rope, or I don't like Sirenscape very much, because it's very hard to put your own sound effects in. Like, they've got their own online editor thing, which is fine. Actually, no, it's not fine. I hate it. I don't know if it's changed since I've last used it, which was years ago. But mostly, I remember hating it because it was just so slow and so painful to kind of like put my own music and sound effects in. So yeah, I didn't quite love the Sirenscape one. And yeah, the interface is super important for an audio program like that. Pretty picky on the interface. I think the problem I had with Sirenscape was mostly it had the player, and then it would have all these sliders and stuff for stuff you would never adjust mid-session, but it just took up so much real estate. And I just really wanted to have control over like the weather effects and music and stuff individually, but it was a pain in the butt to use. I did use it quite a bit to begin with, and it's fine if you have like, it's actually alright if you've got like say, I've got the Lost Mines of Phandelver adventure path, and here's the Lost Mines of Phandelver sound set and stuff. And it's like, great, this is all preset, ready to go. But if you want to start homebrewing your own stuff, yeah, it gets a little tricky. I'm on a hunt to find a music player for iOS or Android that would fade in, fade out option when changing playlists. I really dislike the distant cuts in music. You know, I quite agree. I like a nice soft fade. There has been an app I have been trying recently. Let me see if I can pull it up. What was it called? Here we go. I've been starting to use this app for like my portable games. This one's called Pocket Bard, and this one's interesting. This one's got a little bit of a different way of playing. You know, let's see if I can pause the music here. Maybe you can hear it through the mic. It stopped raining. But yeah, you've got these different sets. So let's see. We'll go to Dungeon. And it's got basically, I like to try different apps, but this one's got, so if we're exploring, I'm not sure if you can hear that, but you can change the intensity of that exploration theme. I think it's more intense or less intense. It's the same with the combat. So yeah, I'm trying this one out a little bit. You've got all your ambiences and stuff. Yeah, this one's been interesting. I check it out. There's some... Yeah, I don't know. I could probably play around with it a little bit more. How do these guys go? We've got some more purpley looking aliens. Now I reckon... You reckon? I almost reckon like a little bit of a dry brush before we put like a wash on these guys. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm gonna make sure my airbrush is cleaned out here. Then we can move on from that. Wonderful. Yeah, worked. Yes. See, that's what I'm talking about. It works really well for like pre-written stuff. I'm not sure if you can import your own stuff. I know on the Discord they were talking about doing that kind of stuff. I'm not sure if you can. There is actually like a more simple app I use for sound pad kind of stuff. What's it called? I think it's just called Custom Soundboard. Yeah, so this one, let's see, it's just called Custom Soundboard. It's on the Android store. And you can add your own like sound, like these are all like individual like sound files that I had on the phone. You can reorganize and recolor these buttons. You could say like I want to have these like 5 across or 3 across and stuff. So this one's quite good. You can set it like to loop and stuff, which is good. I probably run this side by side with like Spotify or something. I can't remember what we got here. This is an old adventure that we had. I think I even had some like files from Tabletop Audio here and stuff. But yeah, this one I've used this one quite a bit in the past. This is the Custom Soundboard one. I quite like. Talismancer, good to have you here, buddy. But yeah, I'm not sure if you can import your own stuff into that Pocket Bard app. Not yet. I don't know. To double check. Maybe I can ask on their Discord. I'm gonna dry brush these guys a little bit before I. That's what I'm thinking. Got this little dry brush. I haven't tried that much. Let's see how it turns out. Oh, my printer finished. I've been printing a whole bunch of Hero Quest tiles at the moment, so I'm slowly getting through them all. I have a big Hero Quest board just to get my kids playing again. I think I'm just gonna dry brush. I don't know. I think it did have a playlist feature. I think you could make playlists on those buttons. Yeah, if I edit, let's see, what did we have? I thought you could make select file. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I thought you could put playlists on there, so maybe I should try playing around with it a bit more. But yeah, I've used that one quite a bit. It sounds like you're pretty familiar with it. Oh, this one's all caked up. Come on, buddy. I'm gonna just use some white. I think I'm just gonna just dry brush very lightly on this. Oh man, this one's not a good one. Whoa, what was a good one? What's a good one? Maybe I should just use some of the Pro Acryl I've got here. It's on hand. Why not? Okay, I just want some white. It's probably way too much. I'm just gonna dry brush on these guys a little bit, I reckon. And then I'm gonna hit it with those contrast paints, I reckon. How's that looking? Is that doing anything? A little bit. Maybe I could do this afterwards. I can't tell. I can't tell if it's doing anything. I'd like to think it was. Hey, Camden. Good to have you here, buddy. Tuning in from New York City. Finally was able to catch one of these live streams. Yeah, we've been offline for a little while, so no, it's good to have you, buddy. We are just painting some of these cool little Xeno guys. The queens. Yeah. I'm gonna hit these with some black soon. So I'm trying to get the highlights and stuff. We'll see how it turns out in the end. Talisman still uses Sirenscape, and you can now launch sounds via webhooks. That's interesting. As a general sound mode, I use the ancient sound plant that changes your entire keyboard into a sound instrument. I've actually got like one of those MIDI keyboards back there for a similar experiment I was thinking about. I was thinking, can I live have like different tones and stuff for different types of thematic music, or just start making D&D music? Yeah, Seb needs another project. That's what we need. All right, that guy's not too bad. I'll let him dry a bit before we wash him. I'm finding it hard to tell if I'm actually making. I feel like it's the shine or something in some of the light. You know what? I should be just looking at the camera. That's probably going to give me the best source of truth here. Get your teeth. Pearly whites. I wonder how thin I'm going to have to go with some of that Black Legion contrast paint. Because I went pretty heavy on some of those other Xenos. I'm wondering, because I've done a little bit of underpainting here, if I can get away with something a little bit lighter. I'm suspecting I'm going to have to thin it out a bit. Well, we're going to get there. What time is it? 11:30. Because we've got work tomorrow, kids. We can't go to bed too late. Ah, so yes, you missed from the start. So these are the same queens. So Talismancer, we've got one little mini queen and one big queen. So originally I printed her in this size, but then I got some of the Gale Force 9 like aliens miniatures for Another Glorious Day in the Core, and yeah, there's just the scale is way off on this one, so that's why we've got a smaller one. So I'm going to use the bigger one for some shots, and then we've got the smaller one so I can have them side by side here. At least that's the plan. Yeah, RPG Sounds is a good one too. I've used it a little bit. I actually think we did like a live stream like years ago where we had a look at it. Might be able to dig it up on the channel if you want to see me play around with it. But yeah, RPG Sounds was pretty good. Yeah, you were able to put your own custom sounds in there too. I actually quite liked it quite a bit. I think you can put hotkeys on it too. But yeah, the sound packs and stuff they had for like magic sound effects and stuff were good. Actually, yeah, I think that's a good one. I probably like that one more than over Sirenscape, I would say. Alright, we've got a couple of these queenies ready to go. Oh, just before we get a little bit more stuck into some of this painting, I just want to say a big thank you to all my supporters on Patreon. You guys are amazing, keeping the channel going, especially when I'm feeling a little flat. I just pop on the Discord and see all your amazing projects and little crazy creations and everything. So a huge thank you to all my supporters on Patreon, with a special shout out to Anthony Von Olin, Blake Darley, Bradley Gilmore, Chris Andrus, Constructed Chaos, Darkfire Designs, Devante, Dr. Justin L. Hamrick, John A. Johnson, Jonathan, Michael Dykes, and Mini Wargaming. Thanks so much for all your support, and if you want to support for free, hit that subscribe button to not miss out on some future videos. We've got a video coming out later, hopefully later this week. I'm currently editing a little bit of a behind the scenes for a trailer that I worked on for the Dark Object Kickstarter. So some cool like photos of some miniatures and moving videos and stuff. So yeah, I'm editing that at the moment if you want to catch that sometime this week. So make sure to hit that bell notification so you don't miss out. I think we're done dry brushing these guys. I'm gonna start pulling out that Legion paint, I think. I want to wash this, but I'm not sure how to wash it. How do you wash dry brushes? There we go. I'm gonna use my little squeegee guy. Oh, that's working pretty well, actually. Yeah, that's worked pretty well, actually. All right. Okay, do you have the Gale Force 9 Alien Warriors? I do not. I've got these guys that I 3D printed. I got the files off Where did I get them off? I got them off Etsy. It was a little bit of a shady deal, actually, because it was like, oh, cool. You got all these files of all these like miniature like xenomorph guys, and I paid for it, and then they sent me a JPEG of all the files of all the little xenomorphs, and it was like, where's the files, man? Where's the 3D thing? And then I reached out, and then they sent it to me, and now that listing's no longer there. So I feel like there was something shady going on there. But I got my files in the end. So I've printed a whole bunch of these soldier ones. But yeah, I think next time I'll probably just go onto my mini factory or something. Get some these Queen miniatures from Papsicles. He has some great, like, alien-themed models and stuff. So, Camden, love the flat pack columns vid. Thinking of getting a printer and making some columns, some torch sconces for some dank dungeon atmosphere. Oh, thanks, buddy. Yeah, no, that video took a while to make. So it's nice. Yeah, I'm currently making a sci-fi version of those panels. So I'm making like a flip side. And you can definitely, like, I probably would have saved a lot of like filament using just the stencils as well. I was thinking of you could use like just MDF board and then use the stencil, but sometimes you want to have some of that 3D texture to things as well. So yeah, worth experimenting with, I reckon. I might go back because I wanted to make some of the thinner panels, and I want to put a little door on it and have the stencil sprayed on it so that I could have like maybe what do you call it, like the map, like the roll up maps and stuff. I wanted to store them inside the columns. I was like, oh, this would be a cool way to like store it, keep it away. But yeah, I want to bring these over to a friend's place and run some Shadow Dark soon. I've been learning Shadow Dark, so I'm trying to skill up in my Shadow Darks. Alright, I'm gonna try and work out where's my Black Legion? I've got contrast, I got null oil. It's gonna be around here somewhere. There we go. Black Legion on its own is gonna be way too dark. So I'm gonna have to work out. I'm gonna thin this. I've got some contrast medium as well. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna thin it out. Let's see. What should I use? Probably. I was gonna use this. I'm gonna need quite a bit. I'm gonna coat some of this guy. Which one should I start first? Little guy or big guy? Don't know. I'm gonna need like I need to get some like little pots or like little, maybe I need to get some of those sweet and sour dipping sauce. Clean that out. Okay. Pipettes too. Pipettes would be good. I'm gonna pour some of this in and then a little bit of black. Ooh, that's quite a bit. It's a precise operation here. Just a little bit. Yeah, see, it's quite dark, quite black. Let's see how that is. I wonder if I can test it on something. See, that's still pretty dark. Maybe I can thin it out a bit more. Maybe some water. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Let's try that. We're going to start with... And you know, it's the best thing if... Start on big guy to refine the process. Alright. Because you said so, Mike. Where should we start? We'll start on the underside here. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. That consistency. Alright, we'll go with that. Make it look like got a sweater vest here. Yeah, see, because I didn't want to lose completely all the color stuff I had underneath there. But... it's actually working pretty well. I wonder if I can make it a little brighter for you guys. It's a bit dark. And out of focus. Yeah, see, I was worried it was going to be like too dark, and probably if I want to make any bits darker, I can just go over it again. But I think that's looking pretty good. This stuff gets a bit glossy as well, which is it's probably really good for your Xenos. You got that right. You got that right, Talismancer. Bringing out that detail. Bringing out that detail, making it nice and pretty. Oh man, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get in there. It's working though, it's working! I just keep focusing on the goddamn background though. Maybe I can... I'll go. I have to remember that mix. If I've got any more Xenos. Do I need to paint? It's actually pretty good. Getting that. It's gonna remember to keep it in focus for you guys. Yeah, that's what I like about the contrast paint. It goes into that detail really nice. Probably like it a bit more than the speed paints. I've used a bit of both. Like these a bit better. I don't know. I found the colors and stuff a little bit more vibrant. Although the Black Legion is pitch black, so it has been good to kind of play around with this a bit. Side, maybe it keeps focusing on the background. I'm gonna need to find her some egg sacs or something. I wonder if there is something I can get for that, for some undulating. I've got these tiny little motors that came in the mail, which are way smaller than I thought they were going to be. I'm wondering if I can use those for like little motorized effects. I originally planned to do something like a Sarlacc pit that's going to have... That was for my Star Wars Legion stuff, but I was gonna have a functioning Sarlacc pit where he kind of undulates a bit. I wonder if I can do something similar. Some of this Queen stuff would be cool for like some of the alien nest if I could get it moving a little bit. Ah, John, good to have you here, buddy. I still haven't seen Romulus, so don't spoil it for me. I'm guessing you've seen it. Man, that's coming up great. Man, I was super unsure how this was going to happen. But, hey, when it works, it works. I'm just trying to make sure I've got it all covered here. Yeah, I think we got it. I think we got it all covered. Man, that's looking... I'm happy with that. So what is that? Black Legion plus some technical medium. A little bit of water. It's worked out. It's worked out for old Seb. Don't usually get a win like that. Yeah, so we had all that undercolor, a little bit of gray, a little bit of blue, purple. I wonder if you're going to be able to tell some of that coloring. We'll see. At least we'll know it's there. You and me will have a secret. There are both Alien and Romulus in it. Stop it. I don't even know what that is. Romulus. Romulus McDonald. I don't know how I'm going to paint the rest of this tail while holding it. down. I don't know. Oh, I still got to print some little face hugger guys. I've got the files. I just need to set it up. Okay. She is looking good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Try and get the rest of this tail. Oh boy. That'll do it. That'll do it. Nice. Alright, we'll let her dry. And we can do the little queen, mini queen. Yeah. See, she's quite light. And there's maybe, yeah, it has worked out. We've got some blues, purples there. Two queens. Baby queen. This one doesn't have the back spikes though. I don't know how to. Yeah, it would have been a pain in the butt to like print that and glue them on. So I've just. She's not gonna have them. This one's not gonna have them. Boo. Can't get too heavy there. Oh, I do love this movie. I think I'm gonna watch it again. Maybe if I see Romulus and I'm like, man, that was poop. I need to cleanse with some real Alien. Maybe I'll watch Aliens again. I don't know. Or maybe it's good. And maybe I won't need to. Maybe we'll already scratch that itch. How's that looking? It's looking lighter than the other one. Maybe I didn't go as heavy on like the purple and stuff. See the smaller one, like some of the teeth detail, it's kind of mashed together. Yeah, it's interesting scaling models. What do you get to think of? Because I originally had them like pre-supported, like these were all pre-supported, but I had to get it all off there because the supports shrink as well if you scale it down. But luckily, with like what you call it? What do I use? I use lychee slicer, and that's got a pretty straightforward support tool in it. That one's actually been pretty idiot friendly for myself. Okay, how's this one going? John liked it. Well, if John likes it, then I'm probably gonna like it. How's she looking? That's looking good. Yeah, I probably don't want to go too dark. It's probably a little lighter compared to the big one. Oh, I forgot to do the hands. Got it. Nailed it. I just don't want to snap it. How's that look? Does that look good? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, we got the arms done. Looks good. We got the body. We got the head. All there. That looks rad. Just gotta do the rest of this tail now. The feet are all done? Yep. Alright. I do like how simple these are to paint. I'm definitely gonna have to do some like brush strokes on some of those teeth. I think you're right, Daffod. I might have to get a little bit of resin going. For some resin drool. There's a TV series? I was disappointed when I saw that the upcoming Alien TV series will both set decades before the Nostromo and have aliens running around. What? That makes no sense. Oh, it's a mixed bag with this alien stuff. You know, at the very least, there's just those original movies. They can't take them away from us. I'm trying to find one of those cups that they have, which is the on the Nostromo, which is apparently it's just like a vintage Tupperware cup, which is insanely expensive if you want to get it. But I'm just gonna 3D model it and print it. I think that's gonna be the best way. All right, man, we've got some aliens here. We've got some queens. What we got? I don't want to touch them. they're all wet, but yeah, looks definitely like this one could use a bit more of a coat. But I'm gonna let that one dry. I think that could be quite good. I think we got some aliens, which are nice. Hang on, let's get this camera over here. Let's get a little closer. Can we get a little closer? A little close up on this guy. Let's see what we got. Yeah, buddy. What we got? So we got Big Queen, the little friends. They look good. And we got Mini Queen. She's just staring at the wall. She's just walking into the wall. Stuff. Yeah. All right, but yeah, the big one's looking nice with those like back spikes. Oh, we're gonna get some great shots. I'm looking forward to lighting all of these. Getting some cool shot. Man, I got paint all over my hands. Don't touch your face. All right, and we're just before midnight. Thanks everyone who stopped by on the live stream. We live stream every week. We will be. I've been a naughty boy, and I haven't been streaming every week. But we're back. I had a little bit of a break, so we're going to be back into the swing of things every Monday night. Usually, it's a little bit of a special thing Tuesday night tonight, just because we had a little bit of technical difficulties yesterday. But usually, every Monday night, we'll be live streaming here, so hit that subscribe button to not miss out when we go live. If you want to see some extra little behind the scenes and get in touch with the community, the Discord is great to take part in. That can be accessed via our Patreon memberships. But other than that, I've got a whole bunch more stuff to paint. We didn't paint this little guy as well. I've got a whole bunch of these aliens survivors we're going to paint as well. We've still got this alien theme that we're going on in the channel. So I've got a whole game room set up I've been working on in the back room. So that's going to be showing up soon. And I'm working on a video that's going to be using some like projector style effects. So I'm creating some like little animations for that. So we're going to have a whole bunch of alien stuff. hopefully I'm going to have some stuff ready for October. We will do an interactive live stream where we'll have a little bit of an alien adventure that everyone can play along with. So, yeah, that's kind of what I've got planned. Let's see what happens. hopefully it all kind of comes together for me. Thanks for everyone for stopping by. Until next time, I'm Sebastian, and let's create and inspire. Catch you soon. Soon? Yeah. See ya.